Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video with a successful trader who's hit their 10% profit target. Today, I'm joined with Ish Turner, who has just reached the profit target on the 10% on the $15,000 account. So welcome. Firstly, congratulations on hitting your target. It's a great achievement. So why don't you first start by introducing yourself? Tell us a little bit about your trading background, how long you've been trading for.
My name is Ish Turner. I was introduced to Forex about 15 years ago, and through another company, but I wound up putting it down for a long time and picked it back up 3 years ago. So, and I've been trading really heavy ever since then. My goal is to actually, do a complete time full-time trader career.
Absolutely. So when was it that you first started trading with us on our account then? When was it?
Oh, I first started trading with you guys, I think maybe a few months ago. I think it maybe May, I think. I have to look at the exact dates, but I know it's only been a few months.
Absolutely, 100%. So can you give us a little bit more detail in regards to your trading strategy? You know, why do you feel like you're so successful in the markets?
I do everything I can to simplify my trading, so I don't get involved in all of the rest of the systems and strategies that a lot of people talk about. I do whatever I can to simplify it. I use 3 moving averages, price action, and trend analysis.
Okay.
So pretty much those are my triggers for entry, exits. But I don't watch the news much at all.
Okay.
I truly believe in price action. The charts dictate the news don't dictate the charts.
Okay.
That's my basic part of my strategy.
For sure. Okay. It's certainly a different and interesting way of thinking about it. So what about in terms of timeframes then? You mentioned the kind of the strategy that you implement. What timeframes do you use when you're doing your analysis?
I do a top-down analysis all the way starting from the month.
Perfect.
I usually execute my trades on a 15-minute chart. I'm looking at those bigger moves. I'm looking at what's going on overall. Okay. And then I break those bigger moves into smaller moves that I can chew on basically. So you'll get your 20 to 50 pip moves in the middle of those 200 pip moves over the course of a week, something like that.
For sure. Okay, fantastic. And how long do you approximately hold your positions for?
I hold my positions anywhere from a few hours to a few days.
Okay.
With your company, we're not allowed to hold them over the weekend. So naturally, I'm trying to close things out toward the end of the week, Thursday, Friday morning.
Got you. Understood. Okay. So, obviously everybody goes on a trading journey in terms of they discover Forex and in terms of learning how to trade. So when you first discovered trading and trading Forex specifically, how did you get into it? How did you discover it in the first place?
I heard a advertisement on the radio, make money from home kind of thing. And I wound up going to one of these seminars inside of a hotel, downstairs at a hotel.
Okay.
And I was blown away by the markets. And like I said, that was 15 years ago. So there was no YouTube, Google, there was no smartphones. I mean, it was just, we were barely using laptops back then. So very, very rough time trying to learn the market. So
yeah. And how long do you think it took from that moment there where you discovered trading and trading the financial markets? How long do you think it took for you to become the trader that you are today and you're able to make consistent, steady profits?
2 years ago. I mean, from the moment I was introduced to it until 2 years ago is when I first started to become consistently profitable.
Okay.
So I remember I put it down for a long time and I picked it back up 4 years ago. But after I focused in on it, it took a couple of years to actually get to a point where I had a real system in place that was repeatable, because it's all about being consistent.
Yeah, and did you take a break because you weren't able to produce consistent profits? Was that why you put it down, or?
No, my son was born. My son is autistic,
Okay,
and there was a lot of stuff going on in life at that time, so
absolutely.
that required my main focus.
For sure. Absolutely. Okay, fantastic. And what do you think was the key driver? You know, you mentioned about how long it takes for you to get to the stage where you're able to produce consistent profits. What was it? What was the key thing for you? Was it a light bulb moment? Was there a strategy? You know, something that you put in place in your risk management? What would you say the key thing was in terms of
You
turning you into
know,
that successful trader?
what's funny is you out of everything you learned, I had an aha moment. So it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and everything hit me at once. It was everything that I have learned all of a sudden came at one time and said, "Oh, that's how." And I got up out of my bed and I ran to my computer, and I just started writing things down and doing some back testing, and
Yeah.
it was just like it seemed like it was a one moment, but it was everything accumulating into that one moment.
Absolutely. Okay, fantastic. And can you tell the listeners a little bit about your experience with Audacity Capital so far? How have you found the program?
I think the program is great. I mean, the 50-50 split is fair. You guys are taking the risk, and we are doing the best that we can on this end. The
Absolutely.
communication is great because if I put out an email, the email gets back to me.
Good to hear. I'll
Um,
pass that on to our support team. Let them know.
yeah, support team is fantastic. They're very quick about getting back to us. I think that's a great thing. And things like this, where you tap in with your successful traders and do this interview process.
Absolutely. Okay, fantastic. So, is there any advice that you'd have? So, if someone was a beginner trader, they were just starting out, or they're at the beginning relatively in terms of their trading journey, do you have a piece of advice that you'd be able to give to them?
Well, a lot of us, especially the coaches, mentors, things like that, we know that it's all about psychology. The charts are the charts, but what's happening inside your mind is different.
Mhm.
So you have to have the ability to surpass your own limits because you're basically trading against yourself. Um, you have to just never give up, like never. Like you got to have the resiliency to fight against. I call it two demons, and the two
Mhm.
demons are patience and greed.
Yeah.
So most of us suffer from one or both of those demons, and
Yeah.
they beat us up. So my overall advice is to never give up and watch those two demons because one or both of them will cause you to make bad trades.
Absolutely. No, I 100% would agree with you on that one. It's something that, is consistent with all successful traders is they have a really good understanding and a grasp of their trading psychology and understanding that that is the most important thing in terms of becoming a successful, consistently profitable trader is having control over their emotions and their psychology. So
That's right.
I'm
That's right.
I'm really glad that you mentioned that. So okay, fantastic. Look, Ish, thank you very much for joining me here today. I very much appreciate your time. Do you have any last comments that you'd like to say before we go?
Well, I basically want to give a shout out to all of the traders out there. I know you guys are struggling. Those are the ones who are probably watching this. Um, get with AudaCity. I think that they're a great company. Oh man, I'm really working on it. It's been kind of frustrating lately with the markets kind of choppy
Yeah, for
going in
sure.
this quarter, but
You just
uh,
got to stay patient. Got to continue going. Like you said, you maybe rewatch your own interview in terms of
yeah,
channeling
I've
the things
fallen
that made you
victim to my
successful. So
own. What's funny is I talk about patience and greed, and lately it's been one of those things that was
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
was messed with because of my greed kicked
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
and
But
making some tough trades. But
trading's a constant learning journey. You know, you never get to a point where it's like, okay, I've got this under control now. It's in terms of managing the psychology of it, it's always going to be an ongoing battle. So it's never something that I've found is just a light bulb. Oh, yeah, done now. It's a constant learning journey
no,
process.
no,
So
you learn forever with this thing.
exactly.
It's I've helped a lot of people over time, and what I found is that most people believe in the get rich quick scheme, right?
Yeah.
We're in the
Which is,
microwave society. They don't know that this is a career like anything else. You have to learn it.
Exactly.
There's a learn.
For sure. 100%. Ish, thank you. Thanks again for your time. Much appreciated. And yeah, look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Bye.
lot. Bye-bye.